Alright, what's up guys? My name is Nick Diaz and I am an online fitness coach. This video is going to be my first YouTube video ever, and I'm going to be talking about intermittent fasting and why I believe it's like one of the greatest tools for anyone who wants to get in great shape and also still do the things they love in life without having their diet restrict them. So by the end of this video, you should have a pretty good grasp of why I personally do intermittent fasting, why I teach my clients intermittent fasting, and how you can apply intermittent fasting into your life right now to make eating healthier and just eating less food easier, and also getting in shape while also still doing the things you love. Going out and drinking. That's like a big issue with some people when they're trying to lose weight and go on a diet. Their issue is, well, I can't have alcohol because I'm on a diet now, I have to restrict myself. Or I can't have certain foods because I'm on a diet now and I have to restrict myself. And then they end up being miserable, they end up don't enjoying it, they don't make it a lifestyle, they don't like make it a long-term thing, they just make it a short-term thing where they're just making this diet super grueling and super hard and they don't ever stick with it. And that's why most people don't stick with their diets and they gain the weight back and they're not happy on diets. That's why it's called a diet.
Stop you right there for a second. When people do this, I don't really know what that means.
So, intermittent fasting, how I discovered it. I was never, if you asked me 2 years ago, oh, you're gonna be making videos about intermittent fasting on YouTube, I would have laughed in your face, because 2 years ago, I was the typical bro. I had my bro split in the gym. I'd do my chest on Mondays, my back on Tuesdays, legs on Wednesday, and I would eat my Tupperware chicken and brown rice and steamed broccoli, and I would eat every 2 hours, and it was miserable, especially when I was dieting. I would restrict myself, I would restrict my carbs, I would be so hungry at night, and I would not go out with my friends because I didn't want to ruin my gains, and it was just like, I was in worse shape then when I took it so seriously and I was so regimented than I am today, when I let fitness kind of just sit in the back seat and I use intermittent fasting to make it more of a lifestyle. And I'm in better shape, I'm in the best shape of my life when I care less about my diet than 2 years ago when I obsessed over it. So that says something about intermittent fasting, and it also says something about your mindset when you go into a diet or when you go into a lifestyle change. And that's why I think intermittent fasting is so powerful, because it's more of it allows you to make fitness part of your lifestyle. It doesn't consume your life. It enriches your life. So what intermittent fasting basically is, it's basically you're extending a period of time where you're not eating. You're fasting. But it's intermittent. So it's not a long. You pick a certain amount of time throughout the day where you're not going to eat, and then you pick a certain time during the day when you will eat. That's basically intermittent fasting in the simplest way possible. Now, there's a bunch of different types of intermittent fasting. There's the 18-6 rule. Oh no, I'm sorry. The 16-8 rule. It's where you're fasting for 16 hours, and then you eat all your food within an 8-hour window. There's the eat, stop, eat method. It's where you go a whole day without eating. You just don't eat at all, and then so it's like 2 days a week you won't eat anything, and then the other days you don't even count your calories. You can just eat whatever you'd like, and then those 2 days out of the week you're just not eating, you're fasting, which I don't recommend that. That's not the kind of fasting I promote, because that's not really a lifestyle. Who wants to wake up in the morning and be like, oh, I'm not going to eat anything today? That sucks. I would never want to do that. There is a time and place where you can utilize a fast like that if you want to detox your body, or if you're there's a lot of variables where you can kind of use that, but I wouldn't do it on a regular basis. There's also the warrior diet, which I personally do, and I love. The warrior diet is like a kind of hybrid. Well, the way I do it is a kind of a hybrid between the 16-8 fasting method and the warrior diet. But basically what the warrior diet is you don't eat all day. You can have maybe some fruit or maybe a little bit of nuts to hold you over, and then you have one giant massive meal at night, which I love because I can personally eat. I can eat like the 10,000 calorie challenge on YouTube, if you guys are familiar with that. I've never done it, but I think I can literally do 20,000 calories in a day if I really wanted to. Then that's what also intermittent fasting is so great. For people that have huge appetites and want to have massive meals, intermittent fasting is your kind of eating. Like, I'm telling you, The warrior diet type of fasting is great for people like that who like huge meals, because you go all day, you don't eat. I sip on some black coffee, give me crazy energy, great focus, mental clarity, get some work done, get a lot of work done, and then I work out, and then I have a huge meal, all my calories in one meal. And people are like, "How do you go the whole day without eating?" When your body gets used to it, it took me like 4 days to get used to it. And you're not eating breakfast, you're pushing your first meal back later into the day, you will never go back. Once you feel like that kind of sense of euphoria, that mental clarity, that like steady, clean energy throughout the whole day, because you're not eating, you're not spiking your blood sugar, you're not having these ups and downs in blood sugar, there's rise in energy, and then there's crash, and you're hungry again, you crave that sugar. You don't have that when you fast. You have a steady, smooth line of energy, because your body's not digesting food, it's running off of fat, because it's not breaking down glucose in your body anymore. It's just running off of your fat stores. You have a clean line of energy all day. You're focused. You're not even thinking about food. You work out, then you have to have a massive, giant meal. And if you're on a diet and you're trying to lose weight, this is the greatest tool for that. Because let's say you're eating 2,000 calories on your diet. You want to lose a pound of body fat a week. Your maintenance is 2,500. So subtract 500 calories from that maintenance every day. That comes out to about a pound of body fat a week. All right. Do you want to spread your calories, those 2,000 calories, into small little meals throughout the day, and then by the time you get to dinner, you only have like 500 calories to play with to finish your calories, and you can't like, oh, your friends want to go out, oh, I can't go out drinking with my friends because I only have 500 calories, so I'm gonna have my plain chicken breast, broccoli, and a half a cup of brown rice, and I can't even put any seasoning, I can't even put like sauces or anything on that, and then that's that. Those are your calories, and you can't. And then if you eat anything else, you're gonna go over your calories, and you're gonna be hungry. It sucks. I've done that. If there's many people out there that have done that, and it's not, for me, it sucks. I don't like it, and a lot of people don't like it. And that's why so many people struggle with dieting, is because they eat these small meals throughout the day, and then by the time nighttime comes, they're starving. And that's when most people cheat on their diet, is at night. Excuse me, is at night. People don't cheat on their diet in the morning with their breakfast. They usually make the perfect breakfast: their oatmeal, their eggs, a little spinach omelet or whatever. And it's only like later in the day or at night when they're like, damn, I want some ice cream or I want a snack, because they're so hungry, because they had their huge breakfast, they ate all their calories at breakfast, and by the time they get to dinner, it's like they're starving. Intermittent fasting, you're not eating in the morning, you're getting a shit ton of work done, you're so focused, your mind's not thinking about food, you're not all groggy and like cloudy from having a bunch of carbs in the morning. You're just kind of like, you're just in the zone all day. And then at dinner, after you've earned it, you have a massive meal. That's why they call it the warrior diet, because back when we were hunter-gatherers, we didn't wake up and go into our fridge and make some oatmeal and have eggs and bagels. We got up and we walked around and we hunted and we gathered nuts, seeds, vegetables, fruits. We hunted for food, and then at night we'd have a massive meal. It's called the warrior diet, and it works so great, especially for people that work in an office job. Like if you're sitting at a desk all day and you're grinding away, eating food is not going to make you work and think optimally. You're going to be cloudy, you're going to be tired. That's why you get tired after lunch. You don't want that. You want to be on your game. You want to be a fucking alpha. You want to be just like dominating your work. Get home from work, work out, or if you work out in the morning, that's fine, and then boom, go have a massive meal. You earned it. And then you can still lose weight because you're having all your calories in one meal, or two moderately large meals. And you go to bed full and stuffed and satisfied, but in reality you're still eating 2,000 calories within your calorie limit, and you're waking up leaner. It's amazing. It's probably, I would say, the most powerful diet tool I've ever discovered in my entire life. And I will back that statement up till the day I die, because I struggled so much to lose weight and I obsessed over my diet for so long. And it wasn't until I actually, did my research, read a bunch of articles on intermittent fasting, different ways to do it, and it wasn't until I actually applied it and I actually just committed to it that I realized, and then it wasn't until I actually like stopped obsessing over my diet that I actually made those crazy changes in my body. And I'll show you my transformation somewhere in here. I'll put it on the side of the screen, or let's put it on the whole screen. But yeah, I made a crazy transformation, and it wasn't like, oh, the secret workout, or this diet tea that I bought. Diet teas are ridiculous. Don't waste your money on them. No, it was intermittent fasting. It was a tool. It was a trick that I used. I tricked my body, and it works. It's not even tricking your body, actually. It's really the natural way to eat. You shouldn't be eating all the time. Your body has to really work hard to break down food. And when you're eating food, even though it is food and like it's nutrients, it's a foreign object, and you're putting it in your body. And your body has an inflammatory response, and it causes the body some level of stress to break down whatever food you're eating. So if you're constantly eating and putting food in your body, your body is constantly working to break down that food, and that's why you get so tired, and that's why, you know, it's your body stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system. So the sympathetic nervous system is when you're fasted, and it's the fight or flight signal. Your adrenaline's rush, kind of pumping through your body. You're alert, you're aware. There's no food in your body, so your body is at peak awareness, peak clarity. You're able to really function optimally. When you start eating food, and really your body start digesting food and breaking down food, and like it has an inflammatory response, your body signals the parasympathetic nervous system, which basically signals your body to slow down and relax. Your body's like, yo, hold up, stop moving, stop thinking. We have food in our body, and you got to stop moving and like conserve your energy, because we're like working hard. We're sending a lot of blood to break down that food. So you really got to think about it like it's common sense. If you want to get work done, if you want to just be an alpha, you want, just like crush work, be focused, mental clarity all day, and not be worried about food and not be sluggish, intermittent fast. And then go home and have a massive meal and enjoy it. And then that's like and then you can go out and get drinks, because you have all those calories to play with. You just have more room to play around with instead of having little tiny meals throughout the whole day. It's like by the time you get to dinner, it's like, what can I fit in my calories? Some chicken, maybe some salmon, but it's too high in fats that throw me over my calories. Can't have a beer. I can't have some drinks with my friends because I'll be over my calories. Like, that's not a way that I want to live. And that's why I try to teach all my clients this new way of eating, intermittent fasting. Not because I'm like gaining from it, but because I want to help them, because I want to help you, because it helped me so much, and it's improved my life so much. So, yeah, that's intermittent fasting. There's a million different ways to do it. Not a million. There's a lot of different ways to do it, though. And you really got to do it the best way that fits you. The 16-8 method, where you fast for 16 hours and you eat for an 8-hour window. I mean, you can do that if you'd like, but that's a little too regimented for me. I like to be a little more loose. When you think about it, like you fast for 16 hours and it's like, all right, I can only eat. I have to get all my calories these 8 hours. It's like it creates a little bit of stress. But if you just kind of look at it like, all right, you know what, I'm just gonna go throughout my day. I'm not gonna think about food. I'm gonna drink some black coffee, drink some seltzer, a lot of water, get my work done, and then I'll have my first meal whenever I start getting really hungry, or whenever I feel like it. Just do it in a really relaxed way, and the more relaxed you are about it, the better the results will be, and the more likely you are to stick with it, because it's not really a diet at that point. It's just kind of like a lifestyle, which is what you do. People ask me, oh, what's your average day of eating? It's like, I wake up, drink some coffee, and I just go throughout my day. And then whenever I get hungry later on, I'll eat a big ass meal. And then and now it's a lifestyle. Now I can go out, if I want a beer, I can fit a beer in. I don't really drink that much beer. I'm more of like, a whiskey guy, but I think alcohol, I always preach the alcohol and fitting it into your calories, because I think I struggled really hard with learning how to manage my social life with my fitness goals, because I was always really into like fitness, but I was kind of torn because of the fear of ruining my diet and ruining my gains in the gym. Intermittent fasting kind of really like saved me from that. It really like made life so much more relaxing, and my goals like less of a burden on me. So that's intermittent fasting, guys. I really hope you like this first video. This is my first video ever on YouTube, so this is a new thing for me. I'm going to be making a lot more videos, a lot more informational videos on all different kinds of stuff, on fitness, on personal development, on lifestyle, how to fit fitness into your lifestyle, and I'll do a lot of Q&As. And that's it. I'm trying to think if I have anything else I want to say about intermittent fasting, but that's pretty much it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and comment. That would really help me out, and I'll get back to all your comments, and I'd love to engage with you guys, answer all your questions. Stay tuned for more videos, and that's it, guys. Have a great day. Peace out.